You want to know something nobody ever warned you about? The person who has the power to destroy you the most is not a stranger. It's not someone you just met. It's the one you love the most. The one you let in. The one you trusted with your tears, your fears, your secrets. The parts of yourself you never showed anyone else. And that's exactly why, when they hurt you, it doesn't just sting. It doesn't just break your heart. It shakes something deep inside you. It makes you question everything. Because how could the person who said, "I love you," be the same person who made you feel so small? I'm going to explain exactly why that happens. And more importantly, I'm going to show you what to do about it, so it never destroys you again. The real reason it hits different. Think about it like this. Imagine you're wearing armor every day. You wear it when you go to work. You wear it around strangers. You wear it when the world feels heavy. But when you get home, when you're with the person you love, you take that armor off. Because that's the whole point of love, right? To finally be safe enough to be soft. Now imagine someone walks up to you with a knife while your armor is off. That's what it feels like when the person you love hurts you. You weren't protected. You weren't guarded. You were completely open. And they used that openness against you. Even if they didn't mean to. Even if they never realized what they were doing. The damage is the same. The closer someone is to you, the more access they have to the real you. And the real you is the version that can actually be hurt. What they actually had. Here's what most people don't understand. When you love someone, and you let them in, you give them something incredibly rare. You give them your map. You show them where you're sensitive. You tell them about your childhood wounds. You explain why certain things trigger you. You let them see the version of you that still hasn't healed yet. And a good partner uses that map to love you better. They avoid hurting you. They show up for you in the ways you need. But sometimes, that map gets used differently. Maybe they throw your insecurities back at you during arguments. Maybe they use what you told them in confidence as ammunition. Maybe they stop showing up in the ways they promised. And because they know exactly where you're soft, even a small action lands like a punch. That's the cost of intimacy when it isn't met with the same care you gave. Why you're not weak for feeling this. I know what you're thinking. Why did I let this happen? Why did I let someone get that close? Why am I this sensitive? Why can't I just be stronger? Stop. The fact that you love deeply is not a weakness. The fact that you trusted someone with your whole heart takes courage. The people who never get hurt are the same people who never let anyone in. That's not living. That's surviving with your armor on. You didn't do anything wrong by loving someone completely. The problem was never your love. The problem was that the love wasn't handled with the same care you gave it. The pattern you need to recognize. This is where it gets important. Because this isn't just about one moment of hurt. The people closest to us can hurt us in patterns. And between every painful moment, there are beautiful ones. There's laughter. There's warmth. There's the version of them that reminds you why you fell in love. And your brain holds on to those moments. It says, this is who they really are. So you stay. You forgive. You give another chance. But here's the truth. When someone shows you who they are repeatedly, believe them. One good week doesn't erase months of pain. One sweet moment doesn't fix consistent emotional neglect. You have to see the full picture, not just the highlights. The thing that actually heals you, the answer isn't becoming cold. It isn't building walls, because that creates a different kind of pain. The real answer is boundaries. Real boundaries. The kind where you decide what you will and will not accept. And you hold that line, even when it's hard, even when you love them, even when you're afraid of losing them. Because a boundary isn't a punishment. It's a promise to yourself. It's you saying, I love you, but I love myself too. I want this relationship, but I want peace more. I'm here for you, but I'm not here to be broken. That's strength. What you do now. Here's your move, not tomorrow. Now, be honest with yourself about what you've been tolerating, not what they said, what they actually did. Because if you accept behavior that hurts you, you're teaching them it's okay. Stop over-explaining your boundaries. Stop apologizing for your needs. When you speak, be calm, be clear. Say, this doesn't work for me anymore, and follow through. Because a boundary without action is just a wish. You may feel guilty. You may question yourself. That's normal. That's the old version of you letting go. The real truth nobody tells you. Someone hurting you doesn't mean you're broken. It means you were brave enough to love. And now you're wiser. The pain taught you what you deserve. It taught you what you will never accept again. And when you honor that lesson, everything changes. You attract better, healthier, real love. You are not damaged. You are evolving. That's wisdom. If this video spoke to you, subscribe, because next week, I'll show you exactly what to say when someone crosses your boundaries. You don't have to choose between love and self-respect. You can have both. You've got this.